You're editing this, so we don't have to worry about actually starting, right?
Okay.
Hello, editing Howard. You am a twit.
I'm not having that. I want everyone to know what kind of like elder abuse I get.
Sorry, everybody. But not sorry, editing Howard. You am a twit. All right, and cut here. Okay, yeah, I'm going to start for real now.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Hello, everybody who is watching this, hoping for an ending to the fall of Hemlock Chase. Now, we got sent quite a few, didn't we, from various people, and many of them were very, very long as well. Do you remember how we said 2 paragraphs and like everyone ignored that? Yeah. So we recorded them all. And it's like 2.5 hours or more, right? It's a really, really long video. So we decided to not include them all in this public video, but to do a good, a good edited down, shorter version. All right. So the ones that we have chosen as winners, as our basically as the canon ending or endings of the Fall of Hemlock Chase will be on this video. But if you want to see all of them.
Yeah, I'd love to see all of them. Thank you very much.
How
can I do that?
Well, you can join the Secret Gang for as little as $2 and get instant access not only to them, but also to an extraordinary amount of other stuff too. All the extended Worst Writer episodes from the beginning.
Don't have $2. I live in England.
All the companion videos. Don't worry, you just use your local currency and it's whatever the equivalent of $2 American is, which is like, it's like so when you sit down.
How many grots is it?
It's like a million grots. Don't use grots, it's really bad exchange rate. It's the same price as you sitting down in a sofa and some money falling out your pocket. That's how much it costs, right? And imagine if you only did that once a month. You're not even going to notice it.
That's true.
And you also get Gret Binchley from The Adventure of the Very Bad Dog. 8 chapters immediately, and loads of other stuff too.
That's confusing, but sounds good.
It's just if you join the gang, you get loads of really good stuff.
Wow.
And the full version of this video with all the plot so far and all the things we rejected as not being good.
Yeah. So
But
if I give you $2, you can give me some stuff that's rubbish.
No, it's good. It's good because we're reading it and mocking it heavily. Right? But we're being really, really mean about some of it, especially you. You're so nasty.
Oh no, I'm the nice one, aren't I?
No, you really aren't. You're the good-looking one. But that's how you get away with it.
Oh,
like the less good-looking among us, we have to be nice. We've got to have nice personalities to make up for it.
I don't know whether with all these spots I could be.
Yeah, you still are.
Cool.
All right. So
young,
shall we?
Maybe.
Super young.
The young one.
Young one, the handsome one, and the nasty one. All right. Shall we get on with it?
Let's see what the world has to offer.
Let's find out who won.
Okay.
We're getting ready to go now. We're getting ready to go now. We're getting ready to go now.
I love you, I love you, I love you. I like to be with you. I like to place my glove inside you.
Yeah, right there, Howard.
Right here, Howard. You're right there, Rufus.
I'm very well here. Thank you very much for asking, Howard.
Oh, welcome, one and all.
No, wait.
Okay, not welcome. Go away.
What's missing? You didn't make the tea.
Oh,
You're supposed to make the tea before we start so we can have tea while we do the video.
It was your turn to make the tea.
It wasn't my turn to make the tea.
You
It was
made
your
the
turn.
tea.
It was your turn to make
No,
the tea.
I don't know.
Actually, Dad. So why don't you go and make the tea, please? Go and make. Go. You know.
All right then.
Go and make the tea. All right. Well, I mean, I can't think I can start until the tea's ready, but I don't like it when he leaves me alone in spooky Hemlock Chase because I worry that spooky ghosts might come and get me. You know,
I like you.
that's the spooky ghost might come in. That'd be bad, wouldn't it? if a spooky ghost came on. Like, I get to so I don't want to look behind me in case there's a spooky ghost.
Call of a duck, a little monkey, duck. I've gone back from the kitchen, made a lovely cup of tea. There's 1 cup of tea for you, and 1 cup of tea for me. There we go. Oh, twin Chad, what's happened? You look all like you've been spooked by a ghost. I'm probably have to press his boob and see what he says. And he said, "Do you like it when I press your boob?"
I've got twin jock. Stop pressing my boob.
I think he said he liked it when I pressed his boob and press it again. Should I press your boob once more?
Stop pressing my boob.
Would you like to do some? You want to go upstairs now?
What voice is that? That's weird. That's a weird voice you use.
Yeah, you've cured.
No, well, you were pressing me. Press me so I can speak. As everyone knows, the way that people speak is by pressing their diaphragm so that words come out. Yeah, don't talk to me about monkeys. I still haven't been to London where all the monkeys are. I tell you what.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Howard.
Hi, Howard.
That was a smooth, professional, and like completely what we planned beginning.
That's why
Cheers,
we
mate.
are.
Thanks for bringing the tea.
I know the way that YouTube makes the mugs the right way
flips.
round.
It flips the video, so it's backwards. That's why it says yes backwards in the background. And it looks like because mine says R.
Yeah, mine says H.
Yeah, that's weird. All right, well, cheers. Another great joke. Hemlock Chase is basically hell, and they're all dead. Josiah isn't real, and is really the devil.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm the fucking devil. All right, Chad was an abusive alcoholic whilst alive and is poisoning himself slowly with pain whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Emily is frozen in the midst of being taken back to heaven.
Wow.
Lizzie is doomed to flash her norks at Satan for all eternity. Brackets Victorian morality. William actually set fire to the house and can only leave hell if he gives up all of the money. Dr. Mad was a violent homophobe who can still remember bits of his life, but only while having sex with men. Writes itself, doesn't it?
Brilliant.
Act 3. In the office. This happens roughly in the same time frame as Act 2, so this happens simultaneously to Act 2. After seeing Josiah and Dr. Mad, Lizzie and Willie are in his father's old office. It is neglected and in disarray. Willie is searching for the contracts he remembers signing after the fire. Certain they hold the key to unlocking their lost inheritance, supposedly stolen by Uncle Josiah. Meanwhile...
Ran out of lines.
Yeah, that bit was the best bit though. Okay. Meanwhile, Lizzie, that's Uncle Josiah being a ghost.
Okay, yeah.
Meanwhile, Lizzie imagines the wonders of London. Imagines the wonders of London.
Woo! Omelettes! Get your omelettes!
Monkeys! Do you want to buy a monkey?
We got too many monkeys!
They're all over the trees.
Tree monkeys.
Imagines the wonder of London and is trying to plan their new life. She manages to distract Willie slightly. That they even have a couple of sweet moments demonstrating their love for each other.
Humbug.
But Willie cannot keep his mind off the search for long. As he grows...
I'm here!
As he grows, ever more frantic and obsessive.
Willie grows obsessive and frantic.
Willie grows ever more frantic and obsessive. He spurns Lizzie's attention. She walks off in a huff, giving him time to soliloquize. As the storm begins outside, Willie's stoic demeanour breaks down and he rants about the injustices of his life. If he were to go back to that fateful night, he would burn down all of Hemlock Chase and Coal Town too.
Wow.
He recalls finding Nanny wandering around the woods shortly after the fire. Important later. I remember Nanny wandering around in the nude.
Duck.
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
In a rage, he pulls out all the drawers of his father's desk, revealing that one of them had a secret compartment.
My drawers have got a secret compartment.
That's
Does anyone want to have a look?
That's not a secret compartment. That's just your penis.
That's my penis.
In it, there are some papers, perhaps the ones he has been looking for. Ooh. Just as he's about to read them, Lizzie enters. Chad has collapsed, and Emily has disappeared. So that's the end of Act 2, catching up, right?
Shit me Gladys.
It's pretty exciting so far. Shame it's so long, or it might have won.
Could still win. Why don't you read some Pixel more, and let's find out. That's a Howard Short joke.
Howard rubbish joke.
Thank you.
Act 4. Act 4, the main hall, as in Act 1, so same location. Chad is slumped in a chair, wrapped in a sheet, and at death's door. He occasionally mumbles and coughs throughout the scene, but says very little coherently.
Very little coherently.
The trolley where Emily had been propped up is now empty. Dr. Mad, unable to get home because of the storm, returns. And who was that?
Dr. Mad.
That was Mike.
Oh,
Dr.
what a terrible storm.
I like
Trapped
doctors
in
and I
here.
like madness. So Dr. Mad, that's my idea of a perfect doctor. So Dr. Mad.
Lack of whiskey, being in my glass.
Dr. Mad, unable to get home because of the storm, returns and examines Chad. Even his own medical incompetence cannot hide the fact that Chad has been poisoned. He has an antidote, but it is back at his office in the town, and they will have to weather the storm. Lizzie is horrified by the revelation, but Willie is naturally...
big.
It's all of this is your fault as well. You called the character Willie, and then like 15 years later, you made a load of rubbish Willie jokes. That's what happened. You set yourself up, and then you knocked yourself down.
I like Willie jokes. He's a friend of mine. Willie jokes.
Anyway, so she's horrified, but Willie is naturally keen to deny it. After all, it will raise awkward questions about Josiah. He distracts Mad, playing on his vanity by pretending to be interested in old times. He also offers Mad a drink. He refuses whiskey, but accepts port, leading the now desperate Willie to poison that too.
Ooh.
This could be a bit, as each time Mad asked for a different drink and Willie has to poison them all. There are elements of dark humour in Acts 2 and 3. After all, Mad eagerly tells stories of Coal Town in its heyday, getting more slosh. So I guess the point is that he keeps going, Mad's like, I'll have a brandy, and he pours it, puts the poison in, and it's like, actually, I've changed my mind. Get me a sherry instead. And then he does it, so you can keep that going. And I suppose it could speed up as well, while Mad is telling his stories and changing his mind, he starts doing it more often. So Willie becomes Willie becomes frantic.
Frantic Willie.
Increasingly frantic.
And that's
Willie.
where his poison comes from, out of his penis. So he has to keep getting his.
I don't think that's necessary.
His Willie poison out into the glasses.
You've made a nice idea dirty. You've made Pixel Moore's nice idea dirty now. You know, they came up with a nice idea about a bit of farce, a bit of visual farce. That would have been funny. You ruined it.
Then I'll put penis in it.
You put a penis in it.
Dirty penis.
Yours is. Okay.
Well, it's not time for my double wash for another 6 months.
Finally, prompted by the frail Chad, Mad tells the story of the fire as he was called in afterwards to treat Josiah's burns. He reveals that he knows how it was started. The house burned down not because of some grand conspiracy, but purely by accident. Nanny was trying to wash clothes in the oven, then wandered outside. He is surprised they don't know this and explains he would have told them had he not been banished from the house after his and Josiah's falling out.
Very good.
That's a good reveal. You've set that. That's set up in the first half, isn't it? To buy time, Willie asks again why he and Josiah fell out. Now properly drunk, Mad reveals it is because he refused to forge birth certificates for Chad and Willie. He quickly realizes he has said too much, but Willie forces him to explain. Mad indicates the papers still in Willie's pocket from Act 3.
Wikipedia, you were going to say then. Yeah.
Mad indicates Wikipedia.
Yeah.
But Willie doesn't know what that is because Willie thinks it's still 1974
Tell me about
or something.
Willipedia.
Now, wild-eyed and crazed, Willie reads them. They, along with the cowering Mad, tell the final truth. Chad and Willie are actually Josiah's children, the product of an affair with their mother.
What about Emily?
Emily is the only true child of their mother and supposed father.
That's brilliant because they're twins.
Yeah,
right?
that is good, yeah.
Good stuff.
Willie refuses to believe... Oh, no, I'm jumping ahead. Their father agreed to accept them as his own to save his wife's reputation.
Nice.
But his bitterness grew over the years and he was determined that the boys would be cut out of the inheritance. The contracts Josiah made them sign were actually his attempt to get them legally recognised as his brother's children. But all that was pointless without the birth certificates. Emily has to be 18 to inherit, which is why there has been no money for the past few years. All they had to do was wait, but of course, Josiah couldn't say so without revealing the truth. Willie refuses to believe it, but at this point, Emily, in a white dress, enters. She has clearly gone all Ophelia, only semi-lucid, but she confirms
She's
it is
see-through.
true. She's gone all see-through and confirms that it is true. When she was dancing with Josiah, she saw Chad's face in his and saw herself as her own mother. Well, that's why she was catatonic.
Wow.
So a big reveal. Like, it wasn't that I was scared of a man that I'm related to and have known all my life. That would be ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw Chad's face in his and realised...
Because he'd eaten it.
and saw herself as her own mother. She hallucinates spiders everywhere, and Willie's as a
Keep
giant
saying
spider.
Willie's.
And Willie's as a giant spider. I guess that should be Willie.
And Willies and Willies and Willies, yeah.
Wheelies,
yeah. And Willies. He keeps hallucinating Willies and Willies and Willies.
An illusion to his evil deeds. As she raves, an enormous lightning strike comes
Are they
down.
the deeds to the house?
Evil deeds, yeah. That he made them. That's his punching contract. As she raves, an enormous.
She raves.
As she raves, yeah. An enormous.
Shovel up the fish. Put them in a box, put them on the shelf and sell them. You're a part-time raver.
I was amazed you didn't do that immediately. That's weird. Howard hasn't done the thing he always does when someone mentions the word rave, but then you did.
Shovel up the fish.
Yeah, all right, we heard it. Okay, next up. As she raves, don't say it again, an enormous lightning strike comes down, setting fire once again to Hemlock Chase. Chad, Emily, and Lizzie are terrified.
Woo!
But Willie.
Oh no, he's not. But Willie.
But
Willie.
Chad, Emily, and Lizzie. Which one did you do?
Yeah.
You just did the women, didn't you?
Yeah.
You only have one. You very much have one woman voice, and it's
Yeah.
woo. That's it.
I want to hear more about this. But Willie, please.
But Willie, with false jollity, says it doesn't matter, as they will be in London soon. He disposes all the rest of his poison into the decanter and pours drinks for everyone except Lizzie. He deliberately measures it so there is not enough for her.
What's he deliberately measuring here? His name's
His
Willie, right?
His
And
butt
he's deliberately
Willie. He's just measuring. I'm just measuring my butt
Willie.
Willie. Hang on a minute. One.
That's
One. I'm not going to tell you what because that'll make me look bad. All right, but it's one. So yeah, he sends Lizzie to the cellar, the only place which will survive the fire, for another bottle. He forces the drinks on everyone and proposes a toast to their new life.
Clink. Look eye, always look eye. 7 years back.
I'm not really planning to have any sex for the next 7 years, so don't matter. I'm just going around ruining everyone else's sex life by not looking at you.
Really mine then. If you're not going to have sex for 7 years, I'm not going to be able to have it.
I'll lend you my butt, Willie.
We'd quick like that.
I'll lend you my butt, Willie. You can take it away
Oh, thank
and then
you
do
very
what you
much.
want with it.
Oh, I don't
All
know
right.
what I'll do with it.
The
So
poison.
It's got one thing you do with it.
It's got
Willie.
one setting, butt Willie setting. Right, so the poison takes effect. Emily is the last to go, clinging to Chad on the floor, repeating her wish from Act 1 for a white room in a white valley.
Ah, yeah.
Lizzie finally reappears, surveying the terrible scene. She does not weep, but instead puts on a record and dances slowly.
Yes.
Dreamlike, the lights brighten, the storm disappears, and the cast, including Josiah, gradually stir, rise, and dance waltzes together, the like of which Hemlock Chase saw many years ago. Cast take their bows to thunderous applause. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you, everybody. I'm glad you enjoyed the play. The end.
Excellent. Pixelmore really understands theatre more than
You.
than me. But yeah.
We're getting ready to go now. We're getting ready to go
I love you, I love you, I love you. I'd like to